What is up, folks? I'm YKA31 here, Madden 19, Stock Playbook Challenge. We're on the Chiefs now. We're rapidly going to be approaching double digits pretty soon, so we're banging these bad boys out with what is left of Madden 19, and, ranking them accordingly. And this one was interesting. There's a couple of things that I really, really liked about this playbook. One of which is that it forced me to reevaluate the Bears playbook, because there was a couple of things in this playbook that I liked an awful lot, which share some similarities to the Bears playbook for reasons that make sense when you think of, you know, coaching staff parallels. But on the other hand, if you're looking for something that resembles what the Chiefs looked like offensively this past year, you ain't gonna find it. It's not even close. Even in the past couple of years when they had Alex Smith there, not really what you would think of when you think of a Andy Reid offense, or how the Chiefs meshed college-style spread with West Coast concepts as well. That isn't really something that's really well represented as far as what you can actually use. But on the flip side, they have some sets that I absolutely love. And I absolutely love a couple of their empty sets. They have an empty set that's that's the best empty set I've seen in the game so far, and I highly doubt it's going to be topped. You're going to see me using it a little bit later on. But here I'm going up against 3-3-5 meta, and I'm actually starting out under center with single back doubles. Running some old levels here. I mean, you do have some zone read stuff and some play action bubbles and that kind of stuff, but not a lot. You have your flanker drive, auto motion, you have your levels, you have some West Coast stuff that you can run, traditional West Coast stuff, I can't speak this morning, slot drive, trail, you have your curls, but not nothing that's overly imaginative that you hadn't seen before. You got your dagger concepts here. Again, I'm still in under center. I'm going to be running wide trips, running that I'm going to cancel the play action here, so we have, well, I'm going to change that to a shallow cross there for the tight end to have another level so I can check down to. He's doing the old cross man stuff, and the guy's out of phase, so he can't really make a play on the square end. Serves him right. Shouldn't be able to get over there to begin with. But again, that's one of those plays where if you try to run it stock with the play action, with the way play action blocking is, it's going to be a dicey affair. This is one of those playbooks that I'm going to be really curious to see what type of facelift it gets for Madden 20. We know in this game you can't really run double moves to anywhere close to their full potential. Like running a sluggo is useless, for example. And of course you don't have the RPO game in this game, which is going to be coming in Madden 20, which I'll go into more detail as far as my thoughts on that. But yeah, this is one of those playbooks. This is one of the first playbooks I'm really curious about to see how it's going to be transitioned to Madden 20. Their gun doubles is interesting in the fact that they don't have a normal inline gun doubles or gun doubles weak. They have the gun doubles with the tight end offset, which I don't particularly mind in some cases. You get some cleaner route releases at the tight end, but there are others that really throw him off and just completely ruin the path of his route. And that curl concept to the right, the tight end released outside, which forced him into a collision by a hook defender, and it took him out of the progression. I tried to get Jerry Rice there into space, but he dropped the ball. Sometimes 99 catching is not 99 catching. And here, same thing. Wide trips, their version of wide trips has a tight end offset. Same Ohio concept with an angle route, which is open because the tight end going down the seam occupies the user. So sometimes that alignment by the tight end works out for you. On some other routes it doesn't, and it's just basically trial and error because you don't know which is which. You got a little bit of a gun type formation here. Going to try to run some power, and getting some good muscle-less drive against this mix of 3-3-5, Tampa 2, cross manning, blitzing either just the slot corner or the slot corner and a backer, running some crossfire here, but it's not really giving me too much problems this possession here. I'm just marching right down the field. And that's the thing with the 3-3-5 meta defense. that people run. I'm not bothered by the coverage. It's just a matter of stuff getting blocked, and when I have possessions or games where I'm able to pick up stuff, I do fine. You know, the coverage is pretty straightforward. As I hit that snag route, that snag route is very nice. I really like that a lot. You have a wheel snag outlet to the back combo there. Nice little triangle read, and that snag route breaks deeper than what it indicates on the play call screen. That's one of those trial and error things. Sometimes, like I said before in my previous playbook video, sometimes these route depths in the play call screen, they lie to you. They look shallower than they are, or sometimes they're deeper than they are. But as I was saying, with blocking versus the 3-3-5 stuff, I'll also have games from doing the exact same blocking adjustments or running against the exact same fronts, and nothing gets blocked. It's really, really frustrating, the lack of blocking consistency and picking up or blocking these odd fronts. Gun tray, Y flex. You have your usual stuff that you find in a lot of gun tray type formations. You got your levels play here. Just pick the open guy. Look at the user. Avoid the user. And I just hit the second shallow cross there, or shallow breaking in route. Same formation. And here I just did a bad hot route. I thought I could possibly get vertical there to the left, but, not quite. Again, silly me, assuming that leverage would matter, but no. So I kind of had to improvise there, and I playmakered the guy, and I was just barely able to get that through. Gonna run good old Dagger here. Dagger has become a staple of mine. Well, it's always been a staple of mine, but more so in these playbook reviews. It's a tried and true concept, and again, it's a little bit late, and Gunslinger helps out. Dagger is one of the best spaced route concepts in the game stock. I haven't come across a badly spaced one yet. It's one of those ones that's pretty much impossible to get wrong. Kind of like curl flat. Hard to get curl flat wrong. But again, it's hard to get slant flat wrong, and slant flat's a mess. So, there you go. Anyway, here comes the blitz, and I got sacked. Didn't really have much there. Sometimes the defense wins. What can you do? So, just looking to get on the board here, not doing anything stupid. Not get myself taken out of field goal range, which really shouldn't be a factor with a, stud kicker, but you never know. Good old Texas concept. Going to leave it stock. I'm not going to change circle to a drag, which you can do to create more of a high-low. And we're going to hit McCaffrey there on the angle route. And we're going to come back to that in the second half. Same concept with a wrinkle to it, which you'll see. Or same looking concept that you'll see, I should say. But not quite, which sets up a big play. Or should have resulted in a big play, but again, you'll see it later on. Bunch wide. Not the best formation in the world. It's really reliant on you getting good cooperation out of your offensive linemen as far as them deciding to pick up stuff. You got Z-spot here. You don't really have much difference between the concepts that you would find in bunch wide versus a normal gun bunch. It's just more of a spread look. And I get a weird pass lead there. I tried to pass lead that toward the sideline, but for whatever reason, it led him up the field. Not sure why. But you also saw us had the snag route open underneath there. But I had a window there. I tried to hit it, but the pass leading just would not cooperate with me. And same thing with bunch open tight end. You don't generally have the same route combos you'd have with a bunch tight end, but again, you just have more space with the bunch spread out more, or further detached on the line of scrimmage. And here's bunch quads. I absolutely love bunch quads. This is a great formation. You get most of the good route concepts that you would find out of a good gun bunch set, but at an empty backfield, but you can still get good protection with the tight end being able to be added as a blocker. This is a great formation. I love it. This bunch trail play, you can do so much with this. You can just leave it as is. You can turn it into a sail concept with the bunch side. A lot you can do with that. So much you can do with that formation. Really, really good. Gun doubles offset, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to create a sail concept to the right, square in to the left, and the good old reliable deep square in is open again. That backside square in, it consistently works. For whatever reason, users have a hard time picking it up. I guess they're so hell-bent on looking at the middle of the field and looking at the strong side that it gets kind of ignored. And this plays a good vertical stem concept. The back is not involved in the route here, but it looks like initially like it's the same, tight end seam angle combo. He jumps to tight end. I don't know what he did with his underneath guys, but Rice is wide open and Mahomes missed him. But a really nice vertical stance concept, and that ended up being the difference in this game as far as that throw being missed. Wide open, no one to be found, and for whatever reason, my QB missed the throw. Not good. Not good. Never a good thing when that happens to you. So I was forced to settle for 3 rather than have the game tied. And that ended up being the difference in this particular game. But anyhow, here I'm going to be going with much more empty stuff. You'll see more of the empty goodness in this bad boy. Again, the empty sets are really, really fun. And I think you got to look out for when you're running empty is, guys, if they see empty, they're naturally going to try to, blitz the barn and try to gas you up. And if that does not work, then they'll go into max coverage. But usually what I find is that most guys, they try to gas you up at first. Going to run this empty high-low. You got slot fade to the left with a little hitch route, a fade smash concept. I like the fact that I have McCaffrey out there spread out wide. Get him out into space against a bad tackling corner. Good things can happen to you. And I anticipated some type of blitz coming, and I got one-on-one there, but for whatever reason, that throw went awry. I have to make sure that I have something quick out there that I can throw in the event that I get 0 blitzed. Gonna go with levels here. Some levels are better than others. This one's not a bad one. I still think that those 2 receivers to the right, they break too close together. But able to hit that hitch out to McCaffrey and get some yards. Going to stay in empty. And this is empty base. This is not the empty quads. The empty base is still very good as well, but the empty quads is just glorious. Love that formation. 4th and long. Going to go with the old pole concept here. Make sure I have everything blocked up. Here comes the blitz again. Hit Mr. Keyshawn Johnson. So, again, moving the ball against the heat when it's there, making sure I can get the ball out quick. The 3rd empty set that they have is terrible. We're going to go back into empty quads here. Going to run the trail. Again, blitzing the barn, so I got to get the ball out of there hot, and preferably away from the middle of the field where his user could be lurking. Going to go a spot offset. Not a great formation. Shotgun 0-1 traps, not what it used to be. The power play is meh. Not much you can do out of this. Again, even the playbooks that are among the better ones are going to have sets that are just, not very practical to use very often. The pistol stuff is only okay. Not the worst pistol stuff that I've seen, but not the best. Something that I would use more than, once. Little bunch verticals out of the empty quads. Again, just making sure that I have the backside as an outlet if need be. He's in cover 2, and try to squeeze that in there. Almost do, actually. Couldn't get that tight end the user was there, but again, try to fit into a small spot and give my guy a shot. But come on, it was AJ Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball. Yeah, on those deep empty Z spot. It's fun to watch him run those routes. It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and so much stuff you can do. A lot of options passing wise. You don't see out of most empty sets. I'm just going to hit him there. Just take a simple throw.
He'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Gonna go empty base once again.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here.
I think I'm gonna go strong curl.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't.
Yeah, strong curl. You have your curl flat to the right, smash to your left. I'm going to do it here. I think it's going to be in too high. I want to take a shot. I'm going to change A.J. Green to a post route, deep route specialist. So, going to have that shallow route underneath. Hopefully, it'll hold the user. It does. And boom. We'll like the TD there, but hey, I'll take knocking at the door, and we'll get a touchdown here on the power play. And we, bang it in. So, really had a lot of fun with those 2 empty sets, the empty base and the empty quads. Gun doubles Y offset. Again, not my favorite version of gun doubles. I just don't like that tight end, offset, because again, it really fouls up some routes at times. And you just gotta know which routes they are and plan accordingly for it. Texas concept, blitzes the barn. He's too far away and too late. Then we get Mr. Run CMC on the move there. But you have some concepts that you can run out of there and feel pretty good about it. Spread Y flex. Going to go Ohio. Should be able to hit Jerry Rice based on how he's aligned. Just got to work that for the user. Nope. The defender is able to haul tail from all the way back there to take away a shallow out route. That is insane. The amount of room that he was able to, the amount of ground he was able to cover from that far away on that short of a route is just stupid. So I was forced to take a one-on-one shot there, and I got a weird reaction out of A.J. Green. Didn't get the animation that I would have hoped for with a guy with a 98 jump, 98 spec catch, and all that good stuff. But, it is what it is. 50-50 ball, you take a shot and hope it comes out in your favor. Good old square in. And that flood play to the left comments it pretty nicely. Curl stopping up, completely useless. Gonna go back to Texas here. He's playing so much cover too. I'm always keeping a lookout for that fade route to the left. See if it gets in that sweet spot, but he's not giving me an opportunity to hit it. Let's send the spy, so we just hit the curl route there backside. And you see there some read option stuff there, that lead read option with the auto motion and the play action slide off of that. The lead read option is okay. I would prefer the lead read option out of the trip sets where the tight end comes around without the motion myself personally. But it works alright.
Again, zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
I'm not quite sure what I'm running here. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be running double slants. I'm also pretty sure I'm not going to be... Yeah, I'm going to change that route to a whip route because I don't like how the tight end is blocking those routes on play action. So, I get a short gain there. I'm going to go back to this play here where we have the slot out outside streak concept to the left and your curl flat to the right. I'm going to change. I'm basically going to invert the tight end in the back. I'm going to have the tight end run the flat route and leave the back end to block. I find that works better. Then it creates more of a stretch than having the back out there outletting. The back doesn't really seem to stress anybody for whatever reason, so I tend to change him. Here's the motion split zone read, and we're not going to run it. Run an audible. Hit the shallow cross. Let's get the first down there. I thought I ran this game or the game before, but I guess I didn't.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Ah, here it is. And this is what's irritating about this game as far as leverage and positioning not being respected. Watch Lawrence Taylor to the left. I'm not bothered by Lawrence Taylor shedding the block and making the tackle. What I'm bothered by is that he plays the worst technique humanly possible and gets away with it. His job there is force, and he's not to get hooked under any circumstances if he can at all help it. But what does he do? he does the thing that you cannot do. He goes inside, which opens up that edge, but he's still able to shed the block and get back outside to make the tackle for minimal gain. That's insane. When you catch a defense off balance, either by post-snap or pre-snap misalignment due to bad techniques or bad fitting, you gotta be able to make them pay. But, you know, the defender can move laterally faster than you can move forward. And there's Jerry. We just changed this to a multiple crosser concept there by changing that outlet screen to a skinny post. That's all we did there. But I still got the forced pump fake animation. Single back bunch here. Got a fork play. And he's going to zero blitz his life away again. And we're just going to hit the outlet here to Kittle and get a TD. So, yeah. Had a lot of fun this playbook. I put it in that Bengals-Broncos category, but better than the Broncos, I think, which also forced me to move the Bears playbook up a little bit, because the Bears playbook is very similar except for a couple of differences. It doesn't have one of the empty sets that the Chiefs playbook has, and the pistol set is worse. And some of the under center stuff and shotgun stuff isn't quite the same. So in hindsight, I had the Bears playbook a little bit too low. So we elevate the Bears playbook to just below the Chiefs and Broncos, but better than the Bills and the Browns. 20 was too low for it. So anyhow, that's that for the Chiefs. Next up is the Colts. Hope you guys enjoy. Talk to you all later. Peace.